We're taking a deep breath. It's been a deflateful last 24 hours at Peyton's place. Eli manning up, Chelsea manning up. We're all manning up. It's the Trump trance. What done it? We're winterizing, weatherizing, weaponizing. The Coke 1% is a custom domain. The chicken comes before the egg, and don't you forget it. You're Spock-shaped. You're a spirochette. It's 1491. It's 9:10. It's 11:59:59. And the fake news is phallo-feminazified. And it comes on, it just keeps coming. Betsy DeVos, 50-50. And then there's the trumpets. The fakirs and the fanfaronades. It's an open wound, and it's unwinding. It's pacific and cloistered and prophylactic and asphyxiate. You got your pheromones and I got mine. Small government, big trouble. Deregulate the corporate, highly incriminating, corrupt, corrosive, capitalist, extractive industry. We're all in the crossfire, as it turns out. We're all in free fall, and it's a warm winter. The cryosphere's collapsing. And me, I'm taking a deep breath. Because what else can an old man do? This ain't that kind of time where the olds come to where they've gone from. You're dead on arrival at City Hall. No matter what you think, it goes on the way it goes on. You can really only take a deep breath. Practice intention and intuition and take a deep breath and head to head you go. And it's a 2-ply, 4-play on the eightfold path. And the afterplay is an inner breath. You land in Linda Land, La La Land, Fordlandia, My Lai, Me Lay. And you belay your friends and don't belabor it. Some of us know how to alienate people and to self-alienate, self-otherize. Listen to our worst angel. In the innerscape, you wonder, what is the carrying capacity of the Coke 1% master narrative official story? And who allocates the resources? Who lost Red China? As Tricky Dick might ask. Before Woodstock and the roadkill of the railroad. But never mind the bollocks, never again. The Israeli settlements, Is that fair and balanced? Is there an antidote? How do you stay grateful? And is there any grace in the self-fulfilling, feminazified phallocentrism of this time? Inside out, it's I and I read TPP. Inside you, babe, I am redeemed. I am a redemption, song of songs, and a solo man. And there's a lullful lullaby of lunacy and Looney Tunes and the loathsome, lame and lime, Ricky. Tricky Ricky Dicky. Never mind though. You promised the philology, and the super predators keep doing their super wilding, and it's T-Rex time. And the innuendo, it's strong, and it keeps on. It keeps getting darker. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. And multiple universes conjoin. And the Republican Ramayana and Kama Sutra. You wonder, is it Dracula or Frankenstein in your Frankenfood? And the hippodrome of hyper objects, are they hyper shadowed or no? Shakespeare was a shapeshifter of shakes, but never mind, it's cumbrous, it's institutional, it's white rage, and it's a white lie, and it's ringing, it's always ringing. You come to where you're gone from, and you never know. You take a deep breath, it's palpable, the white range and the Bundys, and the business as usual, and the hyper policies, the hypocrisy, and the hegemony, and the henchmen, and the hubris, and the humble bragging. I idle spies trumpets, and their miscreants. Trafe, Trumbanik, Trump's Torah is what it is, a white-topian Aryan nation, a dystopian democracy. Us 36, we're all unscathed, relatively speaking. We're reciprocally related to who we are. And never were not, never were not. Idiosyncratic, hand-knotted, gnarly. We're net neutral. Our constituents have no constraints. In Tas, in the Tantric, Ahimsic, Akashic, shamanistic, synesthetic Sangha. 6 degrees C is 666. 6 Sigma for sure. The blowback blows on. There's a sesshin. And it's stupid, silly, sensical, senescent. Us 36, Lamed Vavniks, we're witnessing the essence and the senescence. We're homo halitosis and homo hubris and homo sapiens sapiens. Toys R Us. We're bimboners and they're bimbos. Trumpensis microaggressions proliferate. We're doubling down on the doobie. Howdy doody. Princess, summer, fall, winter, spring. Phineas T. Bluster. It's a zero-sum game. It becomes you. Can you tolerate the pleasure, the pressure, the plausible denial? We are the ones we await. We're mega myth to be sure, and we exist in a miasma of mainstream. And it's been a deflate gate, but we won again. In overtime, undertime, hypertime. Can I get a witness? Testify, signify. You have the acumen to parry and thrust. Trump is a trompe-l'oeil. But we took our oi off the ball, and it's oi, Gewalt, it's Unbeschrein, it's Deo Volante, it's Humpty Dumpty, hegemony, hubris. We are the ones we await. Gone to Haifa, to Haifor. We weaponize the lawfare. We squish the fish, that's for sure. And the falcons. And the fin du siècle. But here we are at the cul-de-sac. The hegemony with its hijabs and hajis and hoplites and henchmen and haptic horoscopes and halitosis. It's Kafkaesque, this kaleidoscope. And it keeps going on and on. Let's take a deep breath. Could be you or me. The next precedent, Herbie for president, in our herbal administration with 2020 hypo hindsight. It's gonna be what it was before and Beyonce and LeBron again and Golden State, Golden Medina. It's a Hail Mary, Ribono Shel Olam, Inshallah, Mira, Oye. Gratitude is the G-spot. GRBs are gravitationally lensed. And let me put some GHBs in your drink, Joe Cocker. It's Woodstock all over again. And I say a little prayer for you. Oh. We've entered the artificially intelligent democracy. It's Trump time. You practice intention and intuition. And maybe you get cellulitis or Zika or Ebola. It's a deathogenic, a thanatoxic theocracy, democracy. And the deep doo-doo voodoo, it's volitional. And we chose to weaponize the lawfare and it's a white lie, to Haifa. And there's 6 degrees of separation. Can you tolerate the pleasure? Seal the deal, do the deed of the Dead Sea Scroll. No chill. Kindness is not transgendered. You witness the chroniclers and the Cassandras, panspermic and panchronic. And there's flied lice and lichen and likenesses. You wonder, shall I wander? Is it Kristallnacht? Yes. Shall we shelter in place? Boston strong. Pick and choose, they say, is not the great way. Don't do it. It's not difficult if you don't pick and choose. Oh. You spoonerize the indigent and the indigo girls and the Dixie Chicks and their democracy. It's Mark and Luce and John and Judas. It's 30 shekels and $560. Found objects. It's easy to find what you're looking for if you let it come to you. Okie dokie, the Galgan humor has begun. In the G-spot there's grace and gratefulness. This I can do today. Follow the rules. Rule 17, Rule 30. In the Wolfram paradigm, the algorithms just keep on coming. And the playing field is level and lime lit and lava lamped. And unless there's a tantric healing practice, broken bone, friendly effing story, it's going to be a tragedy of the creationist common, artificially intelliginated. You take a deep breath. You circle around the cenotaph, and there's Robert Gould Shaw. Glory be. Oh. You amaze the tased rage. You reviscerate. You tongue-lin the rage. Pima Chodron offers slogans. Feel it. Feel it coming, boys and girls. Comadres, compadres. You are who you are. In the Trump template, it's a lose-lose, and yet again, it's never again. And there's a certain zombie Zionist Zumba that happens again and again, and you forgive yourself. Dayenu. Mean well. Give the benefit of the doubt in good faith. Break it down. You can make it happen. The tantric, ahimsic, akashic, artistic, shamanistic, synesthetic sangha. We're here at Hamlin, at the Buddhist, Baptist, Alzheimer's artists, home for the hospiceless, since of old. And you circle around the stupa, and it becomes you. You are the one you await. Your own multiple image, on your own multimedia account, you synesthetize your kinescope and your telekinesis. Leftly, loosely, it's a lose-lose when the cryosphere collapses. With 2020 hypo hindsight, collectively, unconsciously, we go the way of all things. We become what we never have not been. And the gravity loops, and the supersymmetry symmetritizes, and the meta-realities. The meta-realities are who we are. It's a Coke 1% master narrative official story. It's a doctrine of discovery channeled. It saddens me, the zap-jap. You wish you could say, you wish you could get a do-over. You wish you could live inside the poetry of the pentatonic scale, on the pentagram, in the pentacles, on tenterhooks, chutes and ladders. Peter Sengi's ladders of inference, and chutes and 5 eyes, eats, shoots, and leaves. Lubricate the levels, laminate the layers, never forget, forever. Once upon a time, we were what we will be again. It's coming, extinction 2112 is coming. In the comfort zone, there are inconvenient truths. And we are who we are. Deep breath. Scores are settled, deflateful, patriots we all are now. Take care of number one, do the numbers, and number two, howdy doody, Phineas T. Bluster. It's an old bagel bard bardo. It's all ready for sure, for real. Enlightenment is the antidote. Healthy, great, big. Abracadabra. You cast a spell. It's an artificial intelligence. It's an apocalypse. It's a snowpocalypse. But not today. It's Mayor Baba, a Ramana Maharishi. Ramana Krishna. Baba Ramdas, Satchitananda. Attune to the affinities of your cohort. We're all in the Holocenic cohort, and the Hansen transition is coming up. And we're all part of the eusocial superorganism. And the revelatory orgasmic reality enlightenment. Ah, feel it. Take a deep breath. Oh. 6 degrees C is 666. 6 Sigma. Navy SEAL 6. An apocalypse. A suprasphere. And it's almost over. You manumit the shite and shinola. You can't make this shit up. You tell the truth, the breathtaking truth, to BFFs forever. For whom the bells toll and tolled,